Well, this is a welcome change of venue, a welcome change of events. Reddit bans an anti-nationalist group after Palm Springs explosion. So if you're not familiar, Palm Springs was a fertility clinic that got bombed, and everyone's like, what's going on here? Whoa, what? Some people are like, is this a anti-pregnancy thing? Nope. No, it wasn't. It was a... Wow. Holy... That's a kid. That's a kid. Huh. Anyways, it has ties to Reddit. And I'm pretty sure it has ties to progressives. Over here, we can see that the Reddit location that was connected to the situation has been banned for violating rule number 1, Efilism. Efilism? Yeah, that's life spelled backwards. They don't like life very much. They think that to exist is to cause pain, and that is bad, so we should end everything. Now, to these individuals, I would like to say, end yourself. If that is your view on how things are going, end your own life. But first, make sure you give people a chance to help you. But if you're just going to make their lives harder, then yeah, just do it to yourself. Oh, he was nice enough to take himself out with the car attack. Really cowardly, though. Legit, though, we have to do something about anti-nationalism. It's all over the place. You don't see it, of course, but there's so many people that just hate. They just hate. If they act like they don't hate, but a lot of them, as long as they're making money, they're okay. But once they get to bad places, and it seems like this group is a group that people go to when they're at their worst cases, when they're at their worst places. I used to think that these were places that we should keep open so that we could see how these groups are and how they worked. But in it is a... So darkness is absolutely contagious. You don't believe it until you start seeing it. It doesn't sound like it should be, but suicide, sex work, drugs are all things that are very addictive for multiple reasons. But if you have someone in your family off themselves, odds are that you're going to. If you have, or at least you're going to try. I'm not going to get any further deeper into that because I know people fighting with those demons. And if you're one of those people, you keep fighting because you're worth it. Sorry, I get so angry about that one. Prostitution, once you find people that do that kind of work and you find out how easy it is, sex work. It's not prostitution, it's sex work. And you get more involved with it. Drugs, alcohol, man, you get a bunch of white people sitting around drinking, you know you're going to get in on it. I get really upset with progressives who just say things like, everyone in the world, like, humans are the worst. Humans are like cockroaches and rats. They go all over the world and destroy everything. All right, he's a kid that burned down a home while experimenting with matches. Like, let's face it, most kids play with matches. Most kids go through a pyro thing. We don't burn our house down, though. Sorry, that's supposed to be the kid that they think did it. He didn't consent to exist, so he wanted to spare others from that life, too. Okay, so that explains why he attacked the fertility clinic. He did it on a weekend, too, when no one was supposed to have been around, I suppose. I'm guessing that part. I know that it happened on the weekend. He changed after he moved. Moving can be a stressful thing. I really get the feeling like Hollywood leans way too much on people being oppressed and people being oppressive. And it's like, that's your story for a conflict, right? I really think we need to bring down the rhetoric all over about, geez. Now, I feel like I'm stretching this a little bit, but when I see the George Floyd issues and everything going on in the States, the riots, mostly peaceful protests that happened, Guys, we need to get a hold of this. We definitely have some kind of a demon going through social media, going through news that wants to make people hate their own country and perhaps even hate life. Now, you're supposed to hate aspects of your country that you want to change. You're not supposed to hate your country and want its destruction. You need to change it from the inside or get the hell out. Dear Hollywood, you are creating these people. If you look at their rhetoric, the stuff that they're saying, it sounds like they've watched Avatar far, far too much. And at this point, maybe we should just be giving people suicide booths. Like, give people a way out or give them a way out. Margaret Atwood said, women laugh at men. That's the worst thing men have to fear from women. Men kill women, which is something that that's the biggest thing women have to fear. The thing is, Margaret Atwood never seemed to have watched the movie Carrie. If enough people laugh at an individual, then that individual is going to turn into a monster. Now, if these people are good, they will find a way to disconnect from all of this stuff. If these people are bad, then they're going to kill people. They're going to kill people and they're going to hurt people because people laughed at them. There's a pecking system. If you're in a big enough barn, you're probably going to end up with a few dead chickens from that pecking order, just tearing one person apart. Have you ever kept fish? Tetras, I believe they're called. We'll always find the smallest one on the pecking order and peck them to death. This stuff happens. We need to stop this stuff. We need to stop this stuff, and we need to help our kids get back to normal. We need to find a normal, and not just fight against the system in a way that would destroy the system. We need to fight against the system in a way that will benefit us all. Have a good one, folks, and take care of each other, will you?